Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Today is the day before I get my cast off. Last day I have this full cast on, it's doing my head in. Today I didn't have a great day today, I just really struggled mentally I think. I don't know what was going on. So as a result, I went a bit mental at Hungry Jack's and, or Burger King as it is in the rest of the world, but Hungry Jack's in Australia. And I ate far too much fucking shit from Hungry Jack's. Or HJ's as it's known in Australia. So I feel like shit. I'm going to have a nice shave. I'm going to use Grace from Talbot shaving. This was a gift from Jack over at the virtual groom room and I love it. I love the scent. The performance is really unquestionable. The performance on this soap is as good as pretty much everything I've tried. So, but then again, it is coming to the point where it doesn't matter which artisan you choose, you get a pretty good quality soap. Now, I did have a conversation with someone earlier on, I won't mention who it was, just in case, and it wasn't Jack, regarding declaration grooming. Declaration grooming is the only soap that I can't really get to grips with. I've tried 3 iterations of their soap bases and I haven't been able to get a great lather or really shave from any of them. So it's disappointing for me. Expensive soap. A lot of them smelled, well they smelled okay, they never blew me away. Let's put it that way. But I always struggled lathering them. If anything, I had as much luck with Williams mug soap, to be honest. In fact, I probably got a better lather from Williams mug soap. So there is the soap. The scent on it is nice and easy for me to describe. It reminds me of freshly cleaned and dried clothes. It's just got that beautiful sort of, you'll know what I mean when you smell it. Well, I suppose it would really come down to what sort of smell your parents used when you were a kid. But this reminds me of when I was younger, pulling shirts on that just come straight out of the tumble dryer or straight off the washing line that have dried. And it just smells brilliant. Now I think this is, don't quote me on this, but I think this is a sort of barbershop type scent. It's got quite a bit of sort of lemon and almost like a creaminess to it. Now Jack over at the virtual groom room, I think he describes this as sort of lemon cookies, and I totally get that. But this to me, just to my nose and for my memories, reminds me of freshly cleaned and dried clothes that have been hanging on the line or that you've taken out of the tumble dryer. That smell that's, yeah, it's a smell that you sort of, you can't help but love it. Like, you know, you can't, I suppose unless you never washed your clothes when you were a kid, you weren't lucky enough to be able to do that, I suppose. You would never really know that. Really struggle getting this shit out of the tubs at the moment. This bloody hand. Honestly, I can't wait to see the back of this broken arm and dodgy wrist. I really can't. It has driven me to the brink for the last 9 months, 6 months. Oh, 9 months. In September this year, September 13th, it will have been 12 months since I broke my arm. I haven't worked a day in my job since. Thankfully, they so far have been good. Well, I say they've been good about it. I haven't heard anything from them. But for me, no news is good news. I'm using my West Coast Shaving Psychedelic tie-dye brush today. This has got a 24mm high density silver tip knot, and really it is a quality knot. It's just got enough backbone and scrub to enjoy it. I'll say one thing as well. Soap tastes exactly like it smells. That might sound like it tastes like washing powder, but it actually doesn't taste too bad. It's got quite a pleasant taste. Welcome to another Cut Above, where we taste the fucking soap for you. Where we taste it and you don't have to. Some people can't stand it when they get the soap in their mouth. It doesn't bother me, I quite enjoy the taste experience as well. I don't have the best sense of smell, so it's not too bad, but I do struggle sometimes. So to have a good taste, really helps with the actual scent notes. The taste has actually got quite a bit of floral to it. Not that I run around eating flowers all the time, but this is a beautiful scent. But I will say, having used recently, or yesterday, using Craig Stanley's Face Fat All Bee Shop, his barbershop take, which is all essential oil based, you do tell the difference straight away when something isn't scented with essential oils. Now if this is completely scented with essential oils, it has thrown me, and I apologise, and I've got no idea what I'm talking about, but I would say there's definitely fragrance oils or aroma oils in this, whatever they want to call them. But it is a beautiful scent. It's a strong scent. Now, I could work that ladder for ages, but I'm not gonna, because I'm not using a straight or a chevette. I am using an Artist Club blade, but it is in this, the Razorock Hawk. I think this is the V3, but don't quote me on that. It could be the V2, I don't know. Now, it's a Feather Professional Super Blade that I've got in here. It's the only feather blades that I have in the Artist Club range. They were gifted to me by Craig Stanley of Face Fat, who also loaned me this razor. Now, I used it on my head yesterday, and it worked very, very well. So let's see how it goes on the face. I didn't go on very well with the Razorock Hawk, the first iteration of it. So let's just see how we go with this one. Now, it's very light, it is aluminium. Now, I probably can't get it off again. Oh, I can, look, you can probably see there that gap widening up. So that actually comes off there as well. So it's a 4-piece razor. I don't know why that screws off, I've got no idea. Maybe from manufacturing process. So here we go, with the grain, 1 day's growth. And it's a second use blade that was used on my head yesterday. Okay, so straight away, I'll tell you one thing I don't like about it. Looking at the sort of blade angle on this, I would assume you would have to hold it sort of like that on your face. Yeah? It creates a lot of drag. It's actually sticking to my skin. Okay, I'm going to say right off the bat, I don't enjoy using this. Yeah, this just isn't a razor that I enjoy. It's far too, it could be the blades, it feels far too efficient, far too aggressive. It's not very smooth. But I am going to finish off. Yeah, that's not a, for me that's not a comfortable shave, that's quite rough. Now the professional super blades that I use that are in this razor, the blade that's in this is a professional super from Feather. They are the widest blade that Feather offer, so they do protrude, they do show way more blade than just a Feather Professional. What I mean is you can see a lot of blade on that. If you were using just a Feather Professional, you would see less blade and you would see more of those holes in the back. So it's definitely affecting that part of it. I think it might not be a great blade choice for this razor. I think you might need to take that blade back just a little bit with a Feather Professional or a, I don't know, whatever the other ones are. Is it the guard? I think they do a guard one. In the chevette, fantastic blades. And this razor, not great. So it could be the blades, I have to take that into account. I can't just slaughter the razor for being a poor shaver. And then there's obviously, there's my ability with it as well. It's not, I'm not enjoying it. I mean, a massive shout out to Craig again over at FaceFab for sending me. He sent me 3 razors, 2 of them I've used, 1 of them I haven't. The one that I haven't used has been done to death on YouTube, but I'm going to use it anyway, and I've got some not interesting stuff to say about it, but it's a razor that flatters to deceive. Oh, you bastard. Fucking sliced my nose there. This is a fucking scary razor. It doesn't look like much. It really doesn't. Yeah, I'm not enjoying this at all. This isn't a pleasant shave. Is the end result going to be any good? I don't really know, to be honest with you. I don't know whether I'm going to get smashed with the rotation, I've got no idea. Look, I will say at the moment, I think I've got 2 tiny weepers, so that's a bonus. Oh Jesus, that's horrible. Jesus. Apologies for taking the Lord's name in vain, by the way. I'm not a religious person, but I can understand it. Some people may take offence to that, so I'm sorry. I do not take offence to it, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. But yeah. I know there's a few guys that I certainly... that watch the channel that are very religious. Each to their own. I would certainly never belittle anyone in the faith. It's just something. Believe what you believe. And that is it in a nutshell. Just don't try and force it on me. Because I'm not interested in the slightest. Believe it or not, I've actually done a little bit of reading over the last year or two. Into the religion and science thing and all that. Mainly through a friend at work that is a Christian. And look, at the end of the day, whether you believe or not, I think you'd be daft to just not ask questions. You know, you might never believe. I may or may not at this point in time in my life. I don't think I ever would. But who knows what will happen in the future? I've got no idea. But I always ask questions. I'm always inquisitive. I'm never disrespectful. But I always ask questions based on what I sort of know, and what I've learned, and what I've been taught through school and through other people, and what other people's views are. It's amazing how one Christian differs to another Christian in the way they see things. They both have the same outcome in the way they tell you, but total different meanings and feelings. It's quite interesting. Well, I think it is. Like I said, I was a sort of converted Christian when I was younger. When I went to Texas for 6 months, went to summer Bible camp and went to church every week and all that sort of stuff. And I came back to Scotland with an American accent and I lost a bit of soap in it. It was pretty bad. It was pretty full on. But I learned a lot, you know, and it did me good. Albeit that I might not believe. I do think we do have some very good morals and things like that in religion, you know. How to live your life, how to look after, you know, love thy neighbour and all that sort of thing. You know, there's a lot of truth in it. I still think it's just a well-written book. Very well-written book. But who knows what tomorrow will bring. Who knows. Grace from Talbot Shaving. Fantastic scent. I love the scent. The performance is great. I mean, to be honest with you, I've got a bit of weepers down here. Let's get that a bit. Couple under there. So, but overall, I've actually had a pretty good shave. You can't see very well. The light's crap. Great. So I can't fault the soap. Psychedelic tie-dye brush from West Coast Shaving, 24mm silver tip. This thing is soft, but it's got so much density. It's a very dense little knot. It's a great scrub, no scritch or scratch. The razor, I don't mind the look of it. I like the fact that it's lightweight, it's aluminium. It takes Artist Club blades, which I love in the Feather Artist Club Chevet. But other than that, it's an average shaver. I don't really enjoy that much, to be honest with you. I thought it was pretty average. But I might try again, I don't know. Anyway, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.